BEEX project is a no-profit foundation about visual art and photography. If you want to help us, just drop a donation on buymeacoffee.com/BerlinExplorer. So, welcome to this 50 minutes of experience, and today I'm with Emin Mathers from Baku, Azerbaijan, right?
Yeah, hello.
Okay, so welcome to this podcast. I can understand that you was advised from Fidan Nazim Chichi. She suggested me to contact you probably. And so, as you know, I will love if you can introduce a bit of yourself, and then we can talk about your project and the campaign you are running now, about your book. So, first of all, who are you? And tell us something about you.
So I'm Emin, and now currently I'm based in Baku and mostly making projects about the street photography, or also working on conceptual photography. Today I'm going to talk about the street photography side of my practice, and so this is shortly about me.
Okay, perfect. So before to go on your project book, I wanted to ask you, how did you get in touch with photography before? When did you start to take in photography?
I'm about 10 years working it, but mostly worked on my technical side, how to do the best frame in the exact moment when I want, and how it should look exactly how can I imagine it before. So about
you can say you work more about with imagination than with the reality, or it's
how to be able to do the exact shot which I want.
Okay, that's
so then about from 2016 I began to do my project, which was interesting for myself, and this is the third project when I decided to make the photography as a daily
mission,
daily habit. So street photography was the great way to work on it. So I worked on how to see, how to react to the frame, how to be with the camera every day. And so
okay, can you tell me a bit more about, for example, in this case, I would love to talk about the emergency door of the museum, what is about, and how did you come up with this?
This project was my way to explore the city where I grew up and lived all this time. And on the beginning of this project, my view to the city was different. It was from the point of view that I see it every day, and I wanted to fresh my observations, and so I began to do everyday photographs from this city and observe the habits of people from the new point of view, not the citizens who I know every day, but accept them as a personage from the movies,
Okay.
actors of a daily city life.
Okay, so we can say we can use the word of James Joyce in this case to describe the people living the city as actor of an infinite controversial movie is always actualizing in front of us, and using in this case the three stone of the theater that are time, action, and space, and anything can happen anymore. So everything happen in front of us is unique, and in a way you catch this frame that to tell a story or multiple story in the same time, no?
Yeah, and it also helps to be in time every moment, to live the experience in the details.
Okay, so I'm curious to ask you, what is for you the sense of time?
I think it's something flexible. So it depends how we observe the time, how we look the things which happening now, and if we interact with it fully, then we even have the possibility to change it, or to see what will be a little bit later than now.
Yeah, I get your point.
And also street photography is great for it, because to make the good shot, I should be able to see what will be next, and choose the right positions in the space.
Okay, so just to know more about your experience, also in the exposing your work, you did many exhibition, we can say, no? And how is your feeling about them? I mean, how is your feeling about also the object you are showing? So in which way represent you, and if do you feel yourself satisfied about the exhibition that way, or you think there is something more you can do it, but it's difficult to do it?
Currently all the exhibitions going on in the same city, which I talk in this book. So in this stage, it's interesting for me to show the citizens who living here and experiencing the same streets, same movies of this movement of the city, to show them how I feel new point of view, because I heard about how the citizens talk about the place where they're living, about the Baku. So Baku is like this, Baku is like that. And I feel that it's something new for them. And it's the way to show this place for more dynamic and more colorful than I can hear from other citizens. In the next stage, I'm working on exhibitions in other cities. So over there, it should be more how to show a city which is not so famous. And I think it will be interesting to know some new culture, new city scenes for foreigner people.
So, which is your future in photography? What we can say? I mean, where do you will be in the near future?
Currently, I'm working on communicating with Petersburg, Russia, and possibly the next should be Istanbul. So this is conversations which I have with the other destinations, next destinations.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean,
and also of course I'm open for any suggestions from other.
I mean, your work and what you catch in your picture is clearly from a culture from the Arab side, no, we can say, and yeah, the way, I mean, is clearly the east of Europe, no, the color, the people, yeah, the culture is really strong, no. And I come from South Italy, that is quite similar in color, in also the expression of the people, in the behavior. And I would suggest you to have a travel there, or also even documenting the Greek part, the Albania, for example. Also, it's I think fit with your work. And but yeah, if I would suggest a totally different style of work, even because of the differences of the cultural aesthetics, I would for sure see how do you will fit in a city like Hong Kong, or even in China, in Shanghai, will be particularly, I think, the impact, because it's totally, in a way it's totally similar, but in a way it's totally different. It's the opposite, no?
Firstly, it's super interesting was hear your point of view to these scenes, to these photographs, and of course it will be interesting to make this practice in other cities, which I'm actually doing, because I began to make street photographs firstly in other cities, and then this project became something from that experience to observe new city. And I did it here in Baku when I watched the city, how it will be, it look like when I will experience the same city which I see every day from new point of view, and with the new ways of seeing in other cities. And you said about how you see this Baku, and it's interesting because it's when people from other nationalities see it, they absorb it from new point of view. For example, for Russia, it was somehow the city from Soviet Union, and they have imagination about the city that it's something from this. And but for in these 30 years, the architecture, streets changed a lot, and there less and less there is atmosphere from something which left from Soviet Union.
Yeah,
And
when I
it's
observe,
interesting to hear about it.
when I observe your picture as the Baku or St. Petersburg, I don't pay attention to the history process, because I think we are in a way or another influenced from different country and different system. So we cannot really, we can see the process of the history, but in a case we cannot see the process of the history, because there are too many influences. We are not talking about city. They were made, I don't know, 500 years ago, and no one discovered until now. And so then, you can see the past. No, you can see the past, but you can see also the actual future. And for example, if I have to take St. Petersburg, for sure, if you go in the main center city, you see the story. But if you go just a bit far away, 8 kilometers, I don't want to say more, 10 kilometers, you see something totally different. And probably you will see the old and the new in the same time, because there is this continuous civilization or uncivilization, as you can discover in other cities. So what I would suggest more, especially for you as a street photographer, I think the beautiful, not the, I don't want to, probably not, I don't want to say the beautiful, but the interesting part to be a street photographer is to go out from the city and to discover what is around the city. So I would imagine that put a point on the map, and from the point of map every day, extend yourself to discover what is around, what is in, what is inside of the building. I mean, there is a lot of stuff to discover, what is in different levels, so up, down, around, from different perspective. And then to have not a complete, because you will never have a complete work of the city, because the city is something constantly changing. But you will have for sure much more than what someone can see all in the center of the city. And then for me, a city is more, especially in some country, like also here in Berlin, for example, the center of the city is just commercial. But then when you go out and you go in the areas, and then when you go more out and you can see the villages, probably you can meet a lot of people. They come every day in the city to work, but they are in a way building the center here, and building the part is far away. And also there is the city. I mean, I think the city is where we want to say it's city, and where the most of the people combine themselves together. And even sometimes some villages happen that they become city, because a lot of people go there for a reason or for another.
Yeah, actually, I heard about Berlin, that it's how I imagine that this kind of place, it's more like megapolis. And in this case, I think you will meet more things that you able to see. It should be more complex space in case of super big cities.
Depends, because I mean, I come from Naples, for example, and Naples is a city really little. In confront, if I have to make in confront of Berlin, okay, it's really little, but it's really difficult to discover what is inside the Naples, because it's full of little street and full of old buildings, new buildings, and a lot of different areas with a lot of different behaviors, a lot of different cultural, subcultural things. And this it's an exploration, you know. So in Berlin it's the same. The only difference is like you have 9 different Naples inside and not only one. You know.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say was I come not from the center of the Naples, and I come from a village is 10 kilometers far away. No, for me it's nothing. For who is from Naples, it's nothing. It's still Naples. But the distance, in this distance of 10 kilometers, there are like we can say 20, 30 different village. They succeed one step by another, and the accent, our slang, change from a village to village, but the village are not separated, you know, like with the long distance. No, they are. There is just a street, and
then another.
Say welcome in, goodbye, that, you know, and there is no separation, but the slang is different. The main dishes is different. Even sometimes the building are different. And in 10 kilometers, you have 20 places. And 20
and
slang.
in all these issues, street photography is super great to give the excuse to explore all and go inside and as more close to see all these differences more and more.
Yeah, sure.
This is why I like this street photography. It's maybe, I think, without the camera, for the most people, I think, streets and something like how to go from one destination to other, but with the idea to shoot all of it, we explore it more and more.
Yes, it's for sure.
And after we get lots of frames, we can also see and make some decision after all of this.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's everything. I think it's a research. Never stop if you start, because you can get in touch with someone, and this someone can invite you to the house, and then you discover another story inside of the story. It's like this. So I thank you a lot, Emin, for this talk. And if anyone wants to see the work of Emin or want to buy the book, the future book, the crowdfunding, and what else, just follow the link in the description. And I hope to talk to you in the future, or to see you in some cities.
I also hope to meet you in the future. Thank you for interesting conversation and the interesting key points to explore in the future with new point of view. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Learn more about our project at allmylinks.com/Berlin Explorer, or visit our Instagram and follow Berlin Explorer Project.